I saw this movie last night in an IMAX theater with 340 people, and I think every single person in this theater was a Top Gun fan because everyone had t-shirts on, and when Danger Zone came through those speakers, it was like a concert in there. Top Gun Maverick stars Tom Cruise, Jennifer Connelly, Miles Teller, and Val Kilmer, and is about after more than 30 years of service as one of the Navy's top aviators, Pete Mitchell is where he belongs, pushing the envelope as a courageous test pilot and dodging the advancement in rank that would ground him. Beginning my positives is the director Joseph Kosinski, who has worked with Tom Cruise on a movie called Oblivion, but he also did Tron Legacy. But for this movie, wow, you did an amazing job bringing this script, a script that definitely has that Tom Cruise, Top Gun 80s fandom in there. Put that together and give us an involving story and just make it a summer blockbuster. As a director, he nailed it. This movie looks amazing, sounds amazing, and is just very well helmed. Like, it just felt like watching this movie that this director had complete control and he knew what he was doing, because he did. I mean, the camera work, the cinematography in these dogfights, putting the camera straight forward in front of these actors inside of these jets is a daring task, because the camera's right there, but he's also flying a real-life jet because it's freaking Tom Cruise. That directing and that style was beautiful to watch in IMAX, and I completely think if a miracle could happen, a nomination should be granted to him, because he did an amazing job. With that said, Tom Cruise's performance as Maverick, he is still the hothead he is from the first one, and watching the first one the other day and then watching this movie, it felt like the same character. Even though he's pushing 60, which is crazy, he is Maverick, and he nails this role. And I loved his character more in this movie than the first, because the first one, he's a young hothead. He's dangerous. He's living on the edge. In this movie, he is that. He's exactly that. This entire movie, he does not change his character, but he's also a teacher, and he's also trying to be a father figure to Miles Teller, who is Rooster, the son of Goose from the first movie, which, if you haven't seen the first one, spoilers, Goose died in the first one, and Tom Cruise has to go through that grief. And as a character, Maverick as a character going through that, this movie handled that perfectly, if you ask me. There is one scene between Tom Cruise and another character, and they are talking about Miles Teller's character and what the grief he has after Goose. I just think what was said was exactly what needed to be said and was perfect for the scene. And that is a strong, strong positive for the script. Because the whole movie has really good dialogue, a few moments of cheesy dialogue, but it was perfect in the scenes it was used, so I was in for it because the crowd I was with loved every second of just cheesiness in this movie, because it has that 80s feel, but it's also a 22 movie that looks brand freaking new and just sounds amazing. Like I said, Tom Cruise is amazing in this role. I think Miles Teller, I think this movie just proves that he could be a megastar because he stands his ground in this movie. I really liked him as Rooster. I liked all these young pilots, bringing all these young Top Guns into this organization to defeat this mission that is nearly impossible, who is being taught by Tom Cruise. It was a perfect storyline for Maverick as a character, because there's a lot of character development. He's going through his grief, he's trying to teach him, and also, by the way, he doesn't want to be a teacher in this movie. He is put into this. If not, his life is over. So it does a good job with the script, giving it the reason why all this stuff is happening. Jennifer Connelly's, on the other hand, I could see people saying like she wasn't useful or anything. Even though it is definitely the love interest, I think Jennifer Connelly, first off, is beautiful and she looks great. She's really good in this movie, and I love the scenes between her and Tom Cruise, honestly. Some scenes, like a scene where they go on a boat, totally unnecessary. I was like, this is like minutes just wasting in the movie. But honestly, it was still a good heartfelt moment that really helped just the character of Maverick. Because this movie is Top Gun Maverick. This is Maverick's movie. It doesn't just focus on these new characters, which are all great. It gives Maverick his movie. Now, no spoilers, of course, but this third act was awesome. I mean, I'm telling you, this is top-notch directing and action scenes, the dogfight scenes, the intensity. Seeing this movie in IMAX with this crowd was perfect, because I'm telling you, the sound design, the dog fights, I mean, they're training before this big mission, and there's a few mess ups, and the scene is very intense. I could feel the intensity, and when the real thing goes down, you are sitting there like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So the movie really puts you in there, and by the third act, you think something's gonna happen, and then you think it happens, but then it's getting ready to end. Nope, there's another 20 minutes, and you think I'm gonna say, oh, it's unnecessary 20 minutes. No, I did not expect these 20 minutes, and this last 20 minutes of this movie, perfect. Overall, Top Gun Maverick really does just push everything that the first one did and multiplies it and makes it better. I think the story is way better in this movie than the first one. I think there's actually a great purpose of him becoming a teacher, and we still have Maverick as our character. He is our main character. Tom Cruise is freaking Tom Cruise. There's a reason why he's a superstar. This is the kind of movie that defines him as a superstar. It is his movie. The movie looks amazing, and my god, the movie starts. When the lights go down, this movie gets started, you could tell this crowd's excited. And when you hear that song, come on, this crowd was in for it, and it got me pumped up. And by in this movie, I'm not gonna sound cheesy, but it definitely makes you want to high-five everyone and be like, hell yes, this is what summer blockbusters are here for. I will give Top Gun Maverick an A+. Like, seriously, my little issues is a few cheesy dialogue moments, one scene with Jennifer Connelly and Tom Cruise on a boat, but I'm not gonna give those little things a minus grade. This movie is a summer blockbuster that needs to be seen in an IMAX theater or the biggest screen possible. It's so much fun, it's funny, it's dramatic, it's action-packed. It is a movie you should go see. And you don't have to watch the first one. This movie does a great job saying, hey, this is the stuff you need from the first one, enjoy the sequel. And I appreciate that. And guys enjoy this movie review, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.